Hey there, y'all watching Locum 23, doing Freshman Book 3, Chapter 8, Misadventures in Babysitting. You quickly get dressed before heading over to Gabriela's to babysit Enrique. Why not? This outfit is totally awesome. You arrive at Gabriela's apartment and knock tentatively on the door. Hold on, just 1 second. There's a scuffle behind the door. After a moment, it's swinging open, and Gabriela stands in front of you looking frazzled. Oh, good, it's you. Charles is supposed to meet me downstairs. I was worried for a second he'd come up, and I'm clearly not ready. What do you mean? You look great. That's sweet, but a total lie. You actually do look fine, but okay. She opens the door wider, and you follow her into a living room. Wow, this place is nice. Like if you remember, Rico isn't old enough to make messes yet. I hope the train ride wasn't too bad. It's not the worst. Besides, it gives me a chance to catch up on my homework. At the moment, baby Enrique starts crying. Oh, shoot. Don't worry, this is what I'm here for, remember? You just finished getting ready. You're a lifesaver! You pick up Rico and from his crib while Gabriela rushes off to her bedroom. Shh, now, it's alright. Yeah, like a kid, it's already gonna work. Rico's crying calms as you gently bounce him up and down. So, Gabriela, how'd you meet Charles? Are you looking forward to your date? How long has it been since your last date? How'd you meet Charles? Gabriela peeks around the corner with one eye rimmed in eyeliner. Oh, we met at work, actually, when I went in to sign off some papers for my maternity leave. He started a few weeks ago, and we just, sort of hit it off. Oh, that's great. Has he met little Rico yet? It's a little soon for that. I want to make sure the guy is going to be around for a while before things go that far. It just must be hard getting back out there after you have a kid. To be honest, I never thought I'd date again after Enrique's father left. But, you know what they say, when life gives you lemons. I just wish I wasn't so darn nervous. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I'm sure you'll be fine. This guy obviously likes you. Just remember, be yourself, be interesting, show a little skin. No. I like a girl who's a bit of a mystery. She could come dressed as formal or as casual, but I'd like a little bit of mystery. One, you're going to meet the personality on your first date. You're not like, oh wow, I'm going to get laid. So I'm going to go with be yourself. There's no way he won't be into you if you stay true to yourself. If he's worth your time, he'll like you for you. Gabriela exhales shakily and grins at you. You're right, Mizumi. As long as I relax, everything will be fine. Gabriela pulls her phone out of her pocket, checks it and groans. Shoot, he'll be here to pick me up any minute. Honestly, Gabriela, you look great. If Charles doesn't think it, screw him. I guess you're right. Will you really be okay watching Rico alone until James arrives? Before you can answer, there's a knock on the door. Okay, I thought I told him to meet me downstairs. Oh, that's probably just James. You go open the door and smile. Hey, James, thanks for offering to help me out. It's really no problem. Rico and I have quite the rapport. Isn't that right? Rico reaches for James, and James scoops him out of your arms with a grin. James, so good to see you, though I guess I see a lot more of you these days. That trick you taught me with the laundry machine was such a huge help. Laundry machine? Mizumi, did you really not notice that this is my apartment building? I live upstairs. Ah, I thought the layout looked a little familiar. I mean, have we really, think about it, have we ever really been to James's place the whole entirety of the book? No, we haven't. Well, thanks for helping out, Mizumi. Today, I feel a lot better about leaving. Hey, you didn't have to be worried to begin with. We've got this under control. Now go get him. Okay, I guess it's time. She walks over to you and plucks Rico out of your arms, showering him in kisses. Mommy loves you! Yes, she does! Take good care of him, alright, Mizumi? Of course. We're gonna be the best friends, aren't we, buddy? Rico burps happily. Or burbles. Gabriela hands Rico back to you and smiles at him wistfully when she heads towards the door. Good luck, you two. Don't you worry, everything will be just fine. The door shuts behind her, and almost immediately, Rico bursts into tears. James lifts Rico up and sniffs his diaper. I got this one. He carries Rico over to the changing table and begins to change his diaper. I'm actually pretty surprised Gabriela didn't just ask me to babysit. It's probably because she knows I need the cash. She wanted a feminine touch. She likes me more than you. Wow. I don't think any of these are good choices. I think the choice I would have picked was, she probably knows you're busy. But maybe this will tease him, who knows. Well, I find that highly unlikely, since she really didn't like you very much until recently. Touche, James. Touche. But that's all in the past now. I even gave her a little pep talk before she left for a date. James picks Rico up. Rico begins to wail once more, grabbing onto the front of James' sweater. Oh no, not again. Don't worry, this is exactly why you called me. Seems to me, it's like story time. James hands Rico back to you, and you take a seat on the couch while he rummages through his bag. Do you keep children's books on your person at all times? Only when I'm babysitting. He pulls out a battered book of fairy tales and settles down on the couch next to you. That book looks like it's taken a beating. It's, actually a personal copy from when I was a kid. My nanny used to read it to me. That's really sweet. I'm sure Rico would love it too, won't you, Rico? James holds the book close to Rico's face to get his attention. Rico's eyes focus on the book and wide in curiosity. That seems like a yes to me. Let's start with one of my favorites. James clears his throat as he flips through the pages. There we go. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away. There was once a man that wasn't cosmetically redone by Pixelberry. I mean, after a while, Rico has stopped crying completely. I have to harp on this every once in a while. I just have to. I mean, what they did to him, I just don't get. Whatever. And they really didn't make it transparent why they did it either. Everyone's still curious. Ah, that's better. I forgot how much I liked the quiet. I don't know, Mizumi. I've seen this look before. I don't think he's quite done yet. And he's gonna start again. I definitely could not handle that right now. Let's take him somewhere, maybe the park? That's a great idea. Gabriela told me he loves butterflies. James straps Rico into the stroller while you grab the apartment keys. Then, the three of you head out the door. At the park, you spread a soft blanket on the grass and set Rico gently in the center, surrounded by his favorite toys. There we go. Better already, huh? It's amazing what a little sunshine will do. You sit down across from James with Rico between the two of you. You pluck a dandelion out of the grass and hold it in front of Rico. James blows on it, and Rico smiles as the seeds blow away on the wind. Hey, isn't that Chris's friend Darren? James points at the one on the benches across the park. Darren is slouched forward and frowning. I don't think he frowns very often. You can tell just by his facial structure. He just does not frown much. Yeah, he kind of looks sad. How could anyone be sad on a day like this one? I'm gonna go talk to him. Watch Rico for me? No problem. Rico and I will be just fine. You lean down to give James a quick kiss on the lips, then make your way over to Darren. Darren, what are you doing here? Oh, hey, Mizumi, I crashed at a friend of mine's last night who lives in the area. And I never take off this jersey either. I stopped here on the way to get coffee to clear my head, you know? Sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. I saw you across the park and I thought you looked down. Darren sighs and rubs his eyes. You sit down next to her. Is everything okay? It's fine, it's just girl problems. Are you talking about Amara? I saw you two at Madison's party the other night. It looked like you two were hitting it off. Yeah, well, I don't really know. I'm having trouble reading her. I wish I had a girl decoder ring or something. Yeah, no shit, right? Maybe I can help you out. Yeah? You do that? Of course. You've always been a friend to me and my group, so it's the least I can do. I really would appreciate it. But I don't know, like, how much you'll be able to do. Literally another girl is like a girl decoder ring. You have to have a girl as a friend as to use as a decoder ring if she's willing to. And unfortunately, yeah. Forever alone. Anyway, why don't you start by telling me what the issue is? Well, after Madison's party, some of the guys wanted to go grab drinks and watch the game recap at her favorite bar. So I invited Amara along, and it was kind of loud in there. I tried to talk to her, but I don't know if she was bored or couldn't hear me. But after an hour, she got up to leave. I said I'd call her later, but she didn't seem that thrilled. Darren, she probably was bored because she might have felt a little left out with her friends, and maybe she was just exhausted after Madison's party. So you've got, a girl who's a punk rocker. She's not entirely into everything, and you're already having to bridge some gaps as it is. But, it's true. She might have been exhausted after Madison's party, but it really wasn't that big. I'm gonna go with me. She felt a little left out. Trust me, I understand being a busy college student and trying to squeeze everything into one night. But if you're hanging out with a bunch of people, you already know it's easy for someone new to get left out. Oh, I didn't even think about that. I just wanted her to feel included. It's a sweet idea, but maybe you can save it for when you both know each other a little better. So, you don't think it's a lost cause? Not at all. One unsuccessful date won't break a relationship, and I know she really likes you too. Technically it wasn't a date. They met somewhere and then they're like, hey, you want to go hang out? Me and my friends are, no, not really a date. You think so? Did she ask you about me? Yeah, and trust me, she seemed pretty into you. You should give it another shot. Okay, yeah, thanks, Mizumi, I think I will. Darren stands up triumphantly, and after a moment's hesitation, sits back down on the bench. Something else? Yeah, I have no idea where to take her on our date. I really want to impress her. Okay, I can try to help you out there. Tell me about some of her interests. Well, she's into punk music, obviously, and she also digs art. She's really funny, too, and super smart. She's coding an app that teaches music theory. You've already done this concert thing, so let's skip that. It sounds like you should take her to a museum, a tech exhibit, and a comedy show. Okay. Shit. So, a comedy show, like, she's funny. She enjoys humor. I can tell Amara's pretty lax and kind of laid back. But, a museum would be... So I've ruled out comedy show, right? While that would be fun, I would do that, like, a couple dates in. And they really haven't done any real dates, to my knowledge. A museum, well, it would be quiet, and it would be kind of intellectually stimulating. No offense to Darren, I just don't think he would be totally into it. Versus something where he's already said she is really into coding, she's really smart, and it's something that maybe she could teach him, or maybe, you know, let's think of it this way. You're using a device right now, you're already into tech. You have a TV, you have a washer and dryer, you have a fridge, all that's techy. So anybody with basic tech knowledge would maybe get into a tech exhibit. If she's into coding, a technology exhibit could be just the thing. That sounds great! Do you know of any in town? I don't personally, but I bet if anyone would know, it would be Tyler. I'll ask him for you. Darren grins at you and breathes a sigh of relief. Thanks, Mizumi. I seriously would have screwed up if you hadn't come along. That happens. Or you could just ask her for a cup of coffee and then ask her, what would you like to do next? I mean, that's what I would do. I mean, you just wing it sometimes. That's the best way. Spontaneity. You really like her, don't you? Aaron smiles sheepishly. She's really special. Totally different from all the girls I know. And with your help, I'm gonna knock her socks off with this next date. I'm glad to hear you're feeling so confident about asking her out, because here's your chance. You point out across the park where Amara is walking towards a tree with a book bag slung over her shoulder. Amara's here? Like, now? What is she doing all the way out here? What are you doing all the way out? I think Caitlin mentioned the Gutter Kittens rehearsal space is somewhere in downtown. But what does matter? Get over there and show her what you got. I can't. What do you mean you can? You've hung out before. But at the concert and at the party, she always came up to me first. Huh. It's kind of embarrassing to admit, but being the football captain and all, I'm really not that great at talking to girls. That's not really embarrassing, because I am too, man. Yeah. No. We bros for life, man. We suck at girls. That is pretty surprising. No, it's not. Just because I talk to a camera, and I talk to people that may or may not watch my content, does not mean that even in the slightest I am good with girls. Like, in the point of going up to one and approaching her and going, hi, and then you just... Your brain is like a whoopee cushion. It's just letting out all the air, and that's all you got. You just, hi. How are you? And she's just like, oh, good. And I'm just like, oh, that's good. And then it's just awkward silence. That's about as far as I've got. I'm serious. But all you do is forget she's a girl, use that charm, let your eyes do the talking. No. Use that charm. Forget she's a girl. No. Use that charm. Some people may see you as the macho football guy, but as long as I've known you, you've always been so sweet and easy to talk to. It can't really be that easy, can it? It really can be. Just show her that guy. The Darren that I know would be easy to fall for. Mizumi, you are nailing the advice today. I guess it makes sense, since you and James are basically the perfect couple. No, we're not. I miss you, Caitlin. Yeah, perfect. Okay, I'm going in. Wish me luck? Darren stands up and gives you a hug. Luck? Thanks. Hopefully now, I don't need it. You wave goodbye as he walks towards Amara, and you head back to your spot on the grass. You return to James, who is cradling Rico in his arms. Is Darren okay? Yeah, he's just having some love life woes. What happens? I'm just glad it's not us going through that. Yeah. Anyway, what did you boys get up to while I was gone? You take a seat on the blanket next to James and reach over to tickle Rico's stomach. We saw a blue jay, picked some dandelions, played with, whatever this thing is. He picks up an oddly shaped toy from the blanket and holds it up. You laugh and take it from him. What is that thing? I have no idea, but Rico loves it. You hit the top of the toy and it spins, lights up, and makes a strange honking noise. You know, I could... Nope, we're not gonna do it. So, that's what it does. Yeah, if you push this button, it goes... Oh my god. You, James, and Rico spend the day at the park until the sun starts to fade in the sky. I've just watched so many videos where mothers are like, oh, he got that, and it's a certain object. We should probably get Rico home before it gets too dark. Oh, alright. I'll pack the stuff up. You arrive back at Gabriela's apartment. After a brief struggle, you and James are able to put Rico down for a nap. You both relax on the couch. Finally, we have a chance to catch up. I missed you so much. He takes your hand in his, placing a gentle kiss across your knuckles. You smile weakly and slowly draw your hands away. Yeah, I've missed you too. Mizumi, is everything alright? It's really not, actually. Talking to Darren about Amara got me thinking about the problems in our relationship. Our problems? I thought you were okay with this film deal. I am, but it's not that specifically. It's the fact that this is the first time we've had a real conversation in weeks. And the first times we've had talked and it's Ellie this, Yasmin that. It's like you can't wait to leave. Azumi, you know that's not true. Really, James? So, what, I'm making this up? That may be so, but it feels that way. No, I'm gonna go with it. I'm making this up. Obviously, this opportunity is important to you and your career, but what about me? If you take this deal, you have to move across the country, but that doesn't seem to make you any more eager to spend time with me. That's not true. I spend every possible free moment with you. You bounce from the sorority party, now you know. I would never intentionally neglect you. I've just been so... busy. Yeah, so I've heard. James tries to put his arm around you, but you shrug off his embrace. I've just been feeling really alone lately. Everyone's always off doing something. What about your housemates? Or you must have made some new friends at Hartfeld recently? Abby has Tyler, Zach is moping around all the time, and I don't really know Zig all that well. And in any case, none of those people are you. I haven't been a good boyfriend lately, have I? Honestly, no, not really. Even when you are around, you're not really. Azumi, I promise I'll do better. I'll be around whenever you need me, for whatever you want. But you can't promise that, especially when you could be across the continent soon. I can try. I'll do my damnedest. I can promise that. I don't doubt that you want to make this work, but what? But that still doesn't fix all of our problems. I know that, but we can work it out, can't we? James, I'm breaking up with you for Caitlin. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Or am I? You know, you gotta put 50-50 in a relationship. Because then, and this is, well, you know what? I'll leave it at that and I'll finish at the end of the video. How about that? We can try. I'll try my hardest, if you will. Yes, of course. I want to be there with you. And I don't care what it takes. I'll tell Yasmin I can't go to LA. I could never ask you to do that. But I would. I need you to know that I would do it. James puts his hands on either sides of your face, pulling you towards him and kissing you urgently and passionately. After a minute, you pull away, breathlessly. So, what do you say? Alright, let's work on it, okay? Hearing you say that is like music to my ears. And I promise you, I'm making a change. I'll make sure to text you and call you, and even when I can't be with you. And then, when we are together, I swear all the attention is on you. Now we're getting somewhere. He puts his arm around you and kisses you gently. I love you, Mizumi. I love you, too. I love Lamp! Oh. We're having a serious moment, though. Maybe sometime in the future. Really? I really, really do. You hear the keys jingle on the door, and a moment later, Gabriela enters. Hey, I see you two survived Rico. Oh, he was just fine. He's napping now. How was your date? It was really fantastic. I'm glad to hear it. Care to share any details? Wow, you're as much as a gossip mongler as my father. Maybe another time. I'll let you two head home. You've helped me enough today. Gabriela hands you a few 20s. Thanks again, guys. Of course, Gabriela, and if you need anything else, you know where to find me. James, I don't know what I'd do without you. Come on, Mizumi. I'll give you a lift back to campus. Alright, you two have a good night. You and James walk slowly past the quad towards your suite. Well, this has been quite the night. Yeah, Rico's got a lot of energy, that's for sure, but that was really nice of you to help Gabriela. Oh, that reminds me. Here's your cut. You hand James half of the money Gabriela gave you. I'm just grateful that you were there too, and I'm glad we were finally able to talk. Yeah, I think we really needed that. I feel like we ended things in a good place. James bites his lip and shoves his hands in his pockets. Hey, Mizumi, I don't know how to bring this up with everything going on, but I need to tell you something. Is everything alright? Listen, I don't know really how to say this, so I'm just gonna come out with it. I finalized the movie deal. Somehow, someway, between now and when we had this conversation, he did it, but okay. Wait, you mean... I'm leaving for California next week. After we just had that conversation, James. I'm gonna smack the shit out of you, boy. Is this the end of James's time at Hartfeld? And what does this mean for the future of your book? Find out in the next chapter, A Freshman. So, continuing on from what I mentioned earlier. A relationship has to be 50-50. Now, why do I say this? Because everyone's like, no, you have to put everything into it. You are putting everything into it. But you can't exhaust yourself. You can't put 110% in it all the damn time. So when I say 50-50, it means literally you're both doing things together. You're doing things, you know, as a united front. You don't make a decision without the other person, usually, unless it's something that is specifically about you and really doesn't influence the other person. I could go into the lengthy of it, but basically, like, let's say your mate gets sick or something. They're not giving their 50%, right? They're not giving their 50-50 anymore, right? So that's when you pick up a little more, you know? Then you put in 75-25 or something. Because then it can always happen to you, too. You could become the sick one. And then, you know, you want that person to be there for you like you were for them, or vice versa. I don't know. I just... Maybe I'm a dumbass. And I probably am. I just have this big expectation of a relationship that, you know, that is, if it's the right person, it's the right person for you. And you do things together. Yeah, you'll have a fight once in a blue moon, maybe. But it's something where you can hopefully handle it intellectually, and where it's like, you know, it's just wham bam and done, and you hug, you kiss, and you move on. And it's just something where you get a little heated. Nothing wrong with that. Great makeup sex. But you know what I'm saying. Um, it's just, you should never let a fight ruin or dictate your relationship. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I'm just too much of a dreamer, too much of a hopeless romantic. So it's just shit like that. Enough sappiness. Anyway, I hope y'all did enjoy. I hope you all feel free to share or subscribe. Um, we're going to be working on choices today because the new episode's released. I don't know if I'll get this up in time or not, but you'll be seeing this regardless after, probably on Thursday, if you don't see it tonight. And then also, feel free to head down the description below. You can follow me on social media, or if you want to support my channel, there's a couple links for that. And until next time, stay well, stay awesome, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.